Hey guys, welcome back to the Game Boys channel.
Bonjour, ni hao.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Johnny.
And today we're going to be doing a tag that we were nice enough to be tagged in by Heather over at the Sassy Cinderella. If you have not checked out her channel, make sure to do it. We'll link it above and below and to the side and to... No. But you definitely need to watch her opening of her videos.
She's so creative.
It's hysterical.
It's funny. And we all know that feeling. And you'll know what I'm talking about when you look at her videos, too.
You'll just have to check it out for yourself.
Yay.
But she was nice enough to tag us because she knows we love Disney villains. And this is actually our first tag. So...
Tag, you're it.
We tried not to give pre-answers to the questions, so he actually doesn't know any of the questions. I did watch a few people's videos, but I don't really remember the questions, so...
I think I remember watching a few too, but I don't remember them specifically.
Yeah, it's more fun just
Sure.
answering on the fly. So we're going to leave all the questions down below as well, in case you wanted to play along. So the first question is, who is your favorite villain or villains and why? I'm not a villain.
Not you. Who I was saying you should answer first.
Well, if you watch any of my previous videos, you'll know for sure. It's Lotso. I'm only going to pick one just because I feel like it's more fair when you just pick one because that's favorite. Why? He's just... I don't know, he has such a relatable backstory, and he's so, adorable, and he smells like strawberries. I mean, come on. And I feel like he has room for a redemption arc, too, because he's, one of the few villains that does not die in the end of his movie. So,
that's fact. Mm-hmm. I didn't think about that until just now, but that's very true.
Who's yours?
I'm going to say Ursula, since you said Lotso. And I like Ursula because I think she's an OG villain. I think that her concept design based off of Divine and the fact that she was just so draggy, and I just love her. I love her so much. And I always was kind of rooting for her. She had a good plan. She had to take it in her own hands. I don't know, I just loved her design. I loved, the way she, moved through the space and, her body language. Number 2. A villain you would love getting in trouble with. I am going to say Maleficent.
Why?
I feel like we would have fun talking. I don't know why. I feel like she's she has a lot of depth to her. She's very complex in her feelings. And I think that I would just like to actually go out with her. I feel like she also has money, so she'd treat a lot. I don't know.
I would say Cruella de Vil, just because the way she drives. It'd be so fun just to be in the passenger seat and roll.
It's like driving with me.
Side. Well, kind of reverse. He drives like a grandma a little bit. Number 3 is a villain's bad side you would not want to get on. I would actually say Ursula, because it would be terrifying to have her become that big Godzilla-sized creature, and she'll just stomp on you in a second. And I feel like she holds on to grudges, which is why she likes to keep her victims as little souvenirs.
I get that. I'm going to say the Queen of Hearts because she is so... I don't want to say bipolar, but she's a little bit...
Off your head.
Exactly. She has severe mood swings. And I feel like at least with Ursula and other villains, you know where you stand, she doesn't like you. Whereas the Queen of Hearts is constantly come over, let's play a game, and then it's you're horrible. So that unevenness, I don't think I could handle that. It would just be, I'd always be anxious. Number 4, favorite villain quote, I'm gonna have to say Mother Gothel, because she does that thing where she's like, look, I see they're sitting in the mirror, and she's like, I see a strong, beautiful, confident young woman, and she looks at Rapunzel's like, oh, and you're here too. That shade is funny. Her narcissism always made me giggle. So I guess that's my favorite quote.
I would say, just because of the way she says it, Ursula, when she's like, life's full of tough choices and it. I just think that's funny.
She scrunches up her nose.
Alright, number 5 is favorite villain song. I know this one for sure.
I went first last time, so you have to go.
My favorite villain song is definitely Gaston, just because it's like so catchy and...
Yeah, it's like a bar pub song. Like you just want to yes, you just want to do this.
And it's just so ridiculous how like narcissistic he is, and it's really funny because there's so many people like that in this world.
A lot of villains are narcissistic. You know what I love? Actually, it's one of the shortest villain songs, but Prince Ali reprise in Aladdin when Jafar is like turning, like waving his wand around and he's like, Prince Ali used to be Al. Like, that reprise is really catchy. and I don't think Jafar has another song besides that. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think my Disney trivia is right, and he actually really doesn't have a full-length song, but just that little, like, reprise. It's technically not even his own. It's a reprise.
I'm surprised none of us said Poor Unfortunate Souls. I feel like that's just, like, the easy answer, though. We're trying to, like, expand.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to use different villains for all my answers. Number 6, most relatable villain. I would have to say Hans from Frozen, because he is acting out of fear and jealousy and just trying to do whatever it takes to get to the throne. And there are people who are that power hungry in real life. So I feel like his journey and his like clawing his way to the top and doing whatever it takes to get there and marrying into power is very relatable. Not for me per se, but for the world.
I feel like that's, like, most of the villains. Like, they're trying to, like, get in power. I would say mine would be Scar. Just because, like, he's jealous of his nephew. He wants to be king. Everyone kind of, like, wants to do their best and, like, wants to be, like, promoted and whatever. And he's really annoyed by children, which... I know a lot of people that are as well, so that's relatable, right? Okay, number 7 is most overrated villain. Oh gosh. I'm gonna say it, and people are probably not gonna be happy, but I'm gonna say Maleficent. I don't know, just because, like, I didn't really care for the movie Maleficent. I don't know. I just don't think it was the best execution.
It was until they decided to change it.
And, like, I don't know. She's just... Like, the only cool thing is, like, she was a fairy. She has the cool ears. But, I don't know. I'm just, like... I think there are better villains than her.
I'd have to agree with Tim. I feel like she's, like, the leader of all of the villains. Like, she's always, like, front and center and, like, leading that charge. And it's like... Give someone else a chance, you know? But I still love her, so that's a hard answer, but I actually agree with you. I don't have another choice for that. Number 8, most underrated villain. I'm going to say Hades, because I think that he is funny. I think that it is... The way that he is designed and animated is great. And I also just saw Hadestown, so I'm, like, super obsessed with, like, Greek mythology right now. And so, like, Hades gets my vote today.
I have 2. And they're both ladies, of course.
Shocker.
I don't know which one, if I should just say both or if I should pick one. I'm going to say Lady Tremaine. Just because Cinderella is such a popular movie, and, like, you don't really ever see merchandise with Lady Tremaine in it. And to me, like, I keep tweeting at Funko, when is there going to be a Lady Tremaine Funko Pop? You pretty much made all the other villains before. She always gets the shaft. And I just think she's like so sinister and cute.
She's just proper.
Yeah.
She's a put together lady.
And she's real.
Number 9, favorite villain scene in a movie. I would have to say, Mother Knows Best. I just love this song. I think it's funny. Makes me laugh. She's like theatrical and like always needs to make an entrance. I mean, she can't even come into the house without climbing up hair. I don't know. I'm in a Mother Gothel mood right now.
I'm so in a Mother Gothel right now.
I'm V into voguing.
Gosh, there's so many. I'm gonna say, because I love me some transformations, when the evil queen turns into the hag. And like, you just see like the silhouette of her like becoming and like her hair like going all crazy, and then like she turns into like a really ugly old woman.
Yeah,
I think it's super fun. Number 10, if you could choose any movie to watch from that villain's perspective, which movie would you choose and what would it be called?
Oh, that's really cool.
Ooh.
That's like wicked.
I'm going to say Lady Tremaine again. Just because, like, I want to know how she grew up, if she, like, had babies out of wedlock, or if she, like who
her first husband was.
And, like, who her daughters are from. And then, like, how Cinderella came into play. I want to see more of kind of, like, how annoyed she is with her daughters. And I just, like, think that she's, like, always plotting something fun. And I just think, like, her story and all of her makeovers and outfits and stuff would be super fun. And I would actually, I know it's already the name of a movie, but I would call it You Again. Just because, like, she seems really annoyed whenever she has to deal with people. That would be funny.
That's funny. I'm going to have to say Jafar. I think that seeing how he, like, got into power and, like, became, like, the advisor to the Sultan, and, like, just, like, how did he even find about the Cave of Wonders? We just see, like, the movie starts, and it's like, here, put these bug pieces together and follow it to, like, the beetle into the sand. I'm like, where, like, how did that happen? And I guess I would call it, Jafar, but put in, like, a happy font. Easy. 11, favorite villain merchandise, Lotso. I love the Lotso merchandise. As you have seen on this channel, I love the cups. I love the Q-tips holder. Like, Lotso merchandise, all of it. And there needs to be more, and there needs to be more in America, frankly. And that's my platform, and I'm sticking to it.
That's my answer as well. There is so much cute stuff in, like, Hong Kong and Tokyo, Disney, and, like, I am dying to get, there's a Lotso hat. It's like just like a really cute pink baseball hat, and it has like the 2 little ears.
So cute.
Yeah, but literally, I mean, we're not like super pink people, but like just lots
of merchandise is everything.
Smells like strawberries, basically. That's Lotso.
And it's just all cute. And I think it's accessible because, like, I don't want merchandise like all over like character faces always, but like Lotso's just a teddy bear, and like that's just cute.
And it reminds me of, I actually used to have like these teddy bears growing up where you would like scratch their stomachs and then it would smell like something, and I had one that smelled like strawberries, and it brings me back to my childhood.
Oh, sense memories.
All right, number 12 is your least favorite villain. Ooh. My least favorite villain, I would say, would be Shan Yu from Mulan, just because, like, he seems just to be, like, a jerk for no reason, and, like, it's very political, and I'm not into politics, and it's just, like, he's making this big army, like, do stuff, and, like, he doesn't care if people are dying, he just wants what he wants. And it's very selfish and very stupid.
You don't really get to know him either. He's just always there with his hawk.
Yeah.
My least favorite villain is Frollo. Frollo from Hunchback, because he is the only villain whose like pure motivation is just unabashed hatred and like bigotry and like he just hates people, and like that's why he's a villain. Like he doesn't want power, he just literally doesn't like some people that aren't what he thinks is right. Like that's just, as a human, I think kind of awful. So like I get power, I get jealousy, like motivations. Number 13, favorite villain sidekick. There are so many. Actually, I love all of the sidekicks. I think they're just funny. But I'm gonna say Flotsam and Jetsam, because I just think they're so shady. Like they're always just like, especially with that little like flick of their tail, like that always just like, they're good. They like, they're just stirring that pot. They would be like really good on Housewives. Stirring the pot, Flotsam and Jetsam. And I like that their names are kind of like a pun.
Yeah.
But a bump.
Even though I cannot stand the sound of this actor's voice because it's so screechy, I'm going to say Iago from Aladdin. I think that's Gilbert Gottfried that plays him. Yeah, I just think he's like super fun. He always has like witty one-liners, and like he's always like eating crackers and like spying on people and giving them the tea.
He also can like impersonate voices, because he's like and he's pretending to be a flamingo.
Yeah, super fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
A lot of people have already done this, so we won't tag anybody, but anyone who watches this and you want to answer these questions, please tag yourselves and let us know so we can watch your videos and hear your answers too.
Or if you don't want to film a video, just comment below your answers below in our comments, and we'll definitely read them, and we get a kick out of that. We love reading all the comments and seeing what people think of certain things.
I don't know why when I'm typing these comments in my head, like they just became a typewriter, and it's also a very high keyboard. That was very odd.
A lot of people watching probably don't even know what a typewriter is.
Comment below if you know what a typewriter is. Or know what this motion is. Not just swiping.
Struggle was real back in the day.
True story. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us today for this Disney villain tag. We had a blast sharing our answers with you.
Yes.
And trivia. Who knew?
And thanks again to Heather at the Sassy Cinderella for tagging us.
If you had a good time, please take a moment to give this video a like. And if you are not a subscriber, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified of future Disney villain videos. Oh, you should also check out our Disney villain bathroom video if you haven't looked at that either. If you like villains, I will link that here as well.
Thank you for watching.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.